Coming up on SUTV News, we'll be telling you about what's happening on campus.
And more about Cedar City. Stay tuned.
Hey, I'm Mike Rope, here today to encourage you to connect with 811 before you dig.
And I'm Micro, and I'm here because I love to dig in the dirt.
It's true. He's also here because he's very small and not that bright. Here, for instance, we can see Micro doing what he loves to do. And here we can see the consequences of not doing what he should have done. Dude, why didn't you call 811?
I forgot the number.
See? Not that bright.
Welcome to SUTV News. I'm Lily Brunson.
And I'm Bryson Olson. The Grad Fair was held on March 21st and 22nd, preparing SUU seniors for commencement. Held at the Hunter Alumni Center, the all-day event gave students a chance to pick up their graduation regalia a month before the ceremony. Students who attended enjoyed music provided by Thunder 91.1, photo opportunities, and free ice cream after they picked up their cap and gown. Representatives from the Alumni Association, bookstore, graduate programs, and advancement office congratulated students and encouraged them to stay involved once they have moved on from their alma mater. One soon-to-be graduate is excited about what comes next.
So I graduated in 2020, so this is my first real graduation. So it's kind of like, I don't know. The first one was anticlimactic, and I feel like this one's like hitting me now already, and so it's like pretty emotional.
On March 13th, students with the SUU Communication Department took a trip up north for the Utah Broadcasting Job Fair at the University of Utah. Along with the job fair, this trip allowed students to tour commercial broadcast stations in Salt Lake City, such as KUER and KSL. During these tours, the students met professionals in the industry and were given valuable insight into the broadcasting career field. With students learning these skills in classes such as audio and video production, this was a priceless opportunity to connect with potential employers. A second trip will take place on April 10th to Las Vegas to explore more opportunities in broadcasting.
Yes, for sure, yeah.
Last week, students were able to hear from their student leaders and representatives. SUSA's monthly town hall event gave an insight to what SUU's student government has been up to. We go to our reporter, Brooklyn Monson, for more.
SUU Student Association informs and listens to students at their monthly town hall meetings. There is an open mic there for student concerns.
Town Hall is an event where we come to you as the student government to kind of let you know what we've been working on for the past month and what's upcoming in the next month. So it's a great place to be informed, to come meet the individual executive council members, and just know what's going on around campus.
Okay, so the Senate has been working on some really awesome things.
Common topics that are discussed at these SUSA town halls are recent bills passed by our student senate, architectural changes being made on campus, and meetings being held to help students. In order to entice students to come, there's food served at each event. This time, it was pretzels.
At the town hall, I talked a little bit about how the legislation that was passed this past session affects our campus a little bit. I tried to answer some of the questions and give some reassurance as to what the effects might be. And then I also talked a little bit about the events that my council has been doing, as well as the upcoming events that we have.
SUSA town halls are put on monthly by the student government here in SUSA, just for students to be able to get their questions answered and find out what is happening on campus. For SUTV News, I'm Brooklyn Monson.
To potential students wanting to attend SUU, look no further than Red Riots. SUTV sent our reporter Cormac Bone to the SUU Welcome Center to learn more about these fun events.
Hey, I'm Cormac Bone, and I'm here with Presidential Ambassador Jeremy Walker. We're talking about Red Riots.
What's going on, guys? Excited to talk about Red Riots today.
So, what is a Red Riot?
Red Riot is what we like to call the ultimate student life experience. It's an opportunity for prospective students to come to SUU for just $20. They can bring their friends, and it's an overnight stay, and they experience athletics, activities, student life, campus tours, and things like that.
Perfect. And what might be your favorite thing about running Red Riots?
I think I have more fun than the students that actually come to Red Riots because our activities are really fun. They range from things to like casino nights to we do escape rooms, or you find things around campus, so like a treasure hunt around campus. And so it's just really fun, and interacting with kind of the younger students is just a cool experience.
Perfect. Thank you. Well, I'm Cormac Bone with SUTV News, and that's all about Red Riots. We'll send it back to the desk.
Stay tuned for more on what's going on in the outdoors here on SUTV News.
We'll be right back.
Oh, hey, bud.
Oh.
Where are you headed?
Just gonna hang out.
It's a school night. With Gary and Todd?
Yeah?
Not sure about those two. I've been meaning to ask you. This is tougher than I thought. Is there any drinking going on in this crowd?
No.
I hope not, because alcohol can lead you to say things and do things that you really wish you hadn't. Isn't this what you're supposed to say?
I know.
So if any of your buddies ever pressure you to take a drink, just tell them you promised your dad you wouldn't. I'd do anything to keep you safe.
Okay, I will.
I hope this is working.
I promise. Love you too, Dad.
They really do hear you.
Ryan.
Yeah?
So start the conversation even before they're teenagers.
Good idea.
For tips on what to say, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. A message from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
Welcome back to SUTV News. As the warm weather becomes more common, Cedar City locals are itching to play outside. Cedar's Park Discovery is well known for its expansive play area and engaging activities. The play structures include slides, swings, and all manner of play vehicles, in addition to an outdoor theater and walking trail. The park is located at the top of Lay Hill, behind the Iron County School District building. For those looking to have a fun day with family outside, Park Discovery is a must visit.
Many parts of the country have gotten unusual weather this past winter. Reporter John Smith tells about a very unusual sight in the California desert.
Typically, visitors to Death Valley National Park come to see the hottest spot on the planet. They come to see the interesting rocks and the desert wildflowers. They come to see one of the driest places on Earth. But for the past few months, many have come for a different reason. They've come to see a lake that only shows up every 25 to 100 years.
An amazing sight. You never would have expected that. I used to come to the desert in California, and it was always so hot and dry. This is just, it's a miracle.
This miracle came about from hurricane rains last November. While the lake filled, nobody could get here because most of the park's roads were damaged by flooding. Now the roads are fixed, and the tourists have come.
It's just crazy that this is one of the driest places in the world, and now there's a lake that you can effectively boat on. I walked out there this morning and I had my tripod set up, and it was gorgeous. It was calm. You could see the reflections of the mountains in the water, pink clouds. It was absolutely beautiful.
The lake is about 2 feet deep, 6 miles long, and 2 miles across. There's a sign on the valley wall showing the lake to be over 200 feet below sea level. Salt crystals float on the water surface.
The intent was to drive seven hours, camp here at night, and then come over here during the day, and then drive home tonight. So it's a very specific trip with the intent to solely do the once-in-a-lifetime kayaking.
Park officials estimate the lake will be here for another couple of months, and people can continue to wade in from the boardwalk. But later, after SUTV shot this video, the park closed the lake to boating because of the damage to the mudflats from people walking on the mud with their boats to get to the water.
It's incredible, truly incredible.
Yeah, it's been pretty awesome to see.
For a brief period, some boaters got to experience a once-in-a-lifetime event, boating in Death Valley. For SUTV News, I'm John Smith.
During this cold season, there are fewer places to be outdoors. For a place with the right temperature and plenty of room to move around, Quail Creek State Park is a great choice. Quail Creek State Park is located in Hurricane, about 10 minutes from St. George. The temperatures are perfect for families or friends to go relaxing. Because of the cold weather, a lot of people who live in Cedar City choose this place for fishing. Not only that, but the park also opens up a water park in the summer where kayaks are available for rent. Inflatable platforms are set up on the water during the summer for a warm weather treat. This is a rare experience during this season where you can get close to nature for outdoor activities.
Especially like during the winter season, because we're from Cedar City, so when it's cold you can't really go to the lakes up there as much. So down here it's nicer because it stays pretty warm down here. So
The SUU Health and Wellness Center is a resource hub that directs students to the things they need to survive the school year. As spring semester comes to a close, we took a look at what the center has planned to help students through that final stretch.
I'm here in the SUU Health and Wellness Center talking to Amber Dorado about current events and happenings in the Health and Wellness Center. Amber, tell me a little bit about what's going on.
Well, in the Health and Wellness Center, you can come in anytime as things get stressful towards the end of the semester, and we have our self-care station. You have first aid or pain relief stuff. Anything that would be found in your mom's purse is in there. We also have coloring books and snacks, lots of snacks. Fidget toys, anything you would like to mess with in here, we've got it. And we also have full-time staff, and if you want to talk to anybody, you can come in.
Very cool. Tell me a little bit about the end of year events coming up.
Well, towards the end of the semester, we do a programming week where we just hand out vinyls goodie bags, and we're partnering that with a giveaway if you follow our Instagram. And then we have our summer kickoff event on the 19th of April. We're going to do sand volleyball, pickleball, spike ball. We're going to have a lot of treats, cornhole. It's just out by the SUPE building on the sand volleyball courts, so everybody should come out to that on the 19th.
Very cool. Lots of awesome stuff happening in health and wellness for students looking to beat the test stress. Come and check it out for SUTV. I am Lily Brunson. As the weather warms up, more students are looking for outdoor activities. Our reporter William Heaton has more.
The Southern Utah University Outdoor Center is encouraging students to plan their next outdoor adventure. Inside you'll find helpful reference guides on worthwhile travel locations and rentable supplies.
SU Outdoors is essentially a social hub where we have all sorts of activities like trips and our local LEAP events. We also do a bunch of gear rentals. Basically everything that you see in this shop is rentable. All the stuff behind me is to buy. Basically just want to get SU students outdoors.
In addition to supplying student trips, the center also arranges events for the student community.
We have all of our events listed and scheduled out. On one of the monitors we'll have our trips. Those are the ones that go outside of Cedar City, and they're more like our bigger trips. Some are free, some cost, depends on the trip. But there's like hiking and camping and river rafting and some other fun bigger trips. And then on the other monitor we have our local events that are like a 30-minute drive.
With trips near and far and supplies to assist in any outdoor activities, the SUU Outdoor Center encourages students to stop by and map out their next adventure. Reporting for SUTV News, I'm William Heaton.
Coming up on SUTV, we've got the weather. Stay tuned.
For too many people, this can be the gateway to opioid addiction.
My son was in pain. He needed something after surgery.
I was prescribed opioids. I didn't realize the risk.
Our family was changed forever by opioids.
Meet 3 everyday Americans whose lives were devastated by opioid addiction.
Everyone says, it can't happen to me.
It can't happen to me.
It can't happen to me.
Tell that to my son.
Tell that to the 3 million people who become long-term opioid users every year after surgery. The truth is, we didn't know we had options other than opioids after surgery, but now we do.
I never thought addiction would be part of my life story, but it is.
Visit planagainstpain.com/gateway to hear their full stories and learn about non-opioid options for managing pain after surgery.
Welcome back to SUTV Weather. I'm Christina Schweiss. Today is Tuesday, April 9th in 2024. And of course, we are here in the beautiful town of Cedar City, Utah. And it's also Happy National Library Week. And so here is our beautiful professor and my best friend, John Smith, in the Cedar City Library, where you can go and check out books. If you're a student at SUU, you get a free library card. Isn't that so dope? And if you also live in Cedar City in the community, you also get one. So go check it out, read a book. It is the perfect weather to sit outside and read on the grass. And let's look at our forecast. Today is Tuesday, and as you can see, it's very sunny with a high of 58 and a low of 28. And then tomorrow, Wednesday, it is also very sunny. We have a high of 64 and a low of 33. And then on Thursday, it is going to be very, very sunny and very warm. It is going to be a high of 70 and a low of 38, so make sure you put on that sunscreen. On Friday, it will be sunny again with a high of 69 and a low of 45. On Saturday, it will be a high of 67 and a low of 43. Again, sunny. And then Sunday, it is going to be partly cloudy with a high of 57 and a low of 40. And then on Monday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 58 and a low of 31. We are finally getting to the warmer weather where you can wear tank tops, you can wear shorts, be happy, be yourself. And I love this weather. You know, it's almost tanning season, so you know I'm going to be out on campus soaking up all that sun. And of course, look at our radar. Isn't this great? It's magical. There's no precipitation in the air, thank goodness, because I'm sick of it. I think everyone is sick of the rain, sick of the snow. So please, thank goodness, keep praying to whatever you believe in. We don't want it anymore. We just want the sun. And then, of course, my favorite segment and your favorite segment, it's Raining Men. Who's the man of the week today? It is Cameron Duddy from the country band Midland. I've been obsessed with this band since 2019. If you're a fan of country music, you probably know who they are. The song Drinkin' Problem and Cheatin' Songs are their #1 hits. And he's just an icon. His wife is Harper Smith, who has created album artwork for Maureen Morris and so many other famous country singers like Casey Musgraves, if you're a fan. So I highly recommend checking them out. They're just good vibes, and their latest album, The Last Resort, is also very summer vibes, which is perfect for this weather. And of course, remember to smile at someone today and have a great rest of your Tuesday. I'll see you on Thursday. Let's take it back to the desk.
Thank you, Christina. What an awesome amount of weather we're having right now.
It is so nice, especially yesterday if you got to see the solar eclipse. It was just nice to go outside if you have the proper glasses, look up at the sun, hopefully not burn your retinas or your phone cameras or whatever cameras
Hopefully
you're
not
using.
looking up at the sun directly. You know what else? It's going to be good weather for on Monday. The Sustainability Club is holding their bargain bash. I believe it's from 10 to 2 on Monday, and you should totally come out on the library quad. Good chance to soak up some sun and support sustainability at SUU.
That sounds pretty great. Coming up on SUTV, we have more on SU athletics and national sports news.
Stay tuned.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. Even though we are one of the most food-rich countries in the world, 15 million children don't know where their next meal is coming from. This is unacceptable, and something the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks is working to solve. Instead of accepting that our country lets billions of pounds of surplus food go to waste every year, Feeding America has made it their mission to help families in need by rescuing this food. Through food pantries and meal programs, the nationwide network of food banks provides more than 3 billion meals, serving virtually every community in the United States, including yours. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank by visiting feedingamerica.org. Together we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
On Monday, March 4th, the Southern Utah Thunderbirds hosted the Brigham Young University Cougars in gymnastics, but one gymnast really left her mark on the program.
All around every week.
This last Monday, the Southern Utah Thunderbirds faced off against Brigham Young University in gymnastics. Although it was a close affair, the Thunderbirds came out on top with a score of 197.125. One standout from the meet was Nia Randolph, who boasted an impressive all-around score of 39.6, setting the standard for both the Mountain Pacific Sports Federation and the Southern Utah record books.
We kind of knew this was an eventuality for Nia. She's that good on everything. And up till this point, she'd pick one event, just kind of mess up a little bit on, but not tonight. She looked pretty solid everywhere, and I'm so proud of that kid. She's been knocking on that door for a while. And
While she has already set the record for both the MPSF and for SUU, freshman Nia Randolph is very excited about her future here at SUU.
I'm so excited for my future here. You know, being just a freshman, I know this team can grow a lot more, and we all can just build together. And yeah, next 4 years will be great.
If you want to keep up to date on SUU gymnastics, follow SUU Gymnastics on Instagram. With SUTV News, I'm Gabriel Small.
Over the weekend, the SUU softball team came away with a series win against Abilene Christian University, winning 2-1 against the Wildcats, breaking their losing streak. In Game 1, the Thunderbirds found themselves on the wrong end of the mercy rule, falling 13-5. In Game 2, the Thunderbirds struck back, winning 14-3 thanks in part to a 9-run fourth inning. And in Game 3, Southern Utah would squeak out a 10-6 win to take the series. Next up for the softball team is a doubleheader today against Utah Tech, taking on the Trailblazers today at 3 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. Also, in local sports news, the SUU Communications Department is hosting a student versus faculty basketball game brought to you by Fitz Happens this Thursday in the AFEC at 7. Come see the Lob City duo of John Smith and Michelle Fogg take on your favorite students, Bryson Big Booty Olsen and Cormac Indiana Bones. Over the last few days, both men's and women's college basketball crowned their champions. Starting with the women's side, it was South Carolina coming away with the championship, defeating Iowa 87-75. Camila Cardosa took home the Final Four most outstanding player, scoring 15 points and pulling down 17 boards against the Hawkeyes. On the men's side, it was UConn who dominated their way to the first set of back-to-back championships since 2007. Tristan Newton was named Final Four Most Outstanding Player, dominating throughout the tournament. In NBA news, the Utah Jazz have found a new lows after falling to the Golden State Warriors 118-110. The loss increases the Jazz's current losing streak to 12, which is the third longest streak in franchise history, killing their fans' hope like OJ allegedly kills those people. That's all we have for today. From SUTV Sports, I'm Gabe Small.
Thank you so much for the update, Gabe.
The comm basketball game is really going to go quite hard. I'm super excited.
I'm excited to watch the live stream, which you can find on YouTube somewhere.
Yes, it'll be, I believe, on the Thunder 91 YouTube channel. It'll be a great time. We have several professors that are all going to be joining us, as well as quite a few students who are all going to be facing up. It's going to be the basketball game of the season. You've been excited about March Madness and all the professional basketball teams.
This is the one
don't even worry about those. This is the game that you want to see.
Next, we will talk about things happening on campus.
Stay tuned.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Oh, Cesar.
Let's see. Okay. We haven't got a text.
Gaming site?
What do you mean?
Yeah, look, there's a bunch of different charges on here.
Do you think someone stole our credit card information?
I don't know. That site sounds familiar, though.
Yeah, isn't that the site that Billy's on all the time?
You don't think. Billy!
Stop and think before you connect. Playing online is serious business. Visit dhs.gov/stopthinkconnect for tips on how to be safe online.
Welcome back to SUTV. I'm Bryson Olson. There are soda shops aplenty all around Cedar City, but up Highway 130 past the bowling alley in Enoch lies one of the area's lesser-known soda establishments. The Big Sipper recently received a minor overhaul and offers numerous out-of-this-world specialties such as the Sunbeam and the Shooting Star. Want to add some taste to your water? Try one of the Planet Hydrate waters such as the Zero Gravity. Be sure to give one of the gourmet popcorns a try as well. The Big Sipper might be a little bit out of the way, but this outer space-inspired soda shop is well worth the blast off to Enoch.
Cedar City residents are already going bananas for the newest treat shop in town. Dippers serves frozen delights in the form of chocolate-dipped bananas with toppings of all shapes and varieties. Run by local SUU students and siblings, Olivia and Ian Small, Dippers got started with a booth at the Cedar City Farmers Market. On January 30th, the duo opened up their official location and were met with incredible reception. Dippers is located at 18 North 100 West across from the Johnson Center here in Cedar City and welcomes all in their new adventure.
The SUU Housing Department puts on different events throughout the school year for those who live on campus. On April 4th, the Housing Department hosted a night of bingo for students living on campus. Students had the chance to win great prizes like Uno, a camping set, a craft night basket, and a projector. Our reporter Aiden Mortensen is currently an RA, and he spoke to a student who came for a competitive game of bingo.
I'm Aiden Mortensen here with SUTV at the University Housing's Bingo Night. A night devoted to, you guessed it, bingo. I'm here with Shay Clausen. Shay, what'd you think of Bingo Night?
Dude, I'm a huge fan of bingo. I love it when you guys do these. You guys need to do more. And it makes me sad that there's only like one every semester. You guys gotta do better. But it was good.
It's good. What'd you think of the prizes?
Prizes could have been better. Definitely could have been better. There was stuff I already had that I did not need at all, so.
Well, perfect. We'll take that into consideration next year. Thank you, Shay. Back to you guys in the studio.
In spring 2024, the three hosts of Thunder 91's morning radio show, The Morning Brew, are celebrating a whole year of working the show together. Christina Schweiss, Aiden Mortensen, and Cormac Bone have changed how they ran the show from when they first started in spring 2023. This year, each weekday has its own special mini-game like Would You Rather Wednesday or Tangent Tuesday. Aiden and Christina will be graduating at the end of this year, so stay tuned to hear who hosts next. You can listen into the show every weekday from 7 to 8 in the morning on Thunder 91.1 FM.
Recently, SUU students were treated to a day off in order to celebrate the Festival of Excellence. The Festival of Excellence, according to SUU.edu, is an annual one-day event which celebrates scholarships in all forms across campus. SUU looks to students and employees to present their major projects, research, and other scholarly activities to the SUU community. Through this research and through interdisciplinary conversation, SUU looks to encourage lifelong learning.
SUU has experienced a major growth in the student population over the last few years, including those of minority cultures. With diversity increasing in the student body, one club gets ready to show off their vibrant culture.
The Pacific Islander Student Association is holding their annual showcase next week from March 14th to the 16th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. Titled Tribute to the Island, this showcase gives guests a chance to learn about the rich heritage of Polynesian culture.
I feel like it's important to educate people on the culture just so they know that, we are loving people that love to just embrace our culture and to help others to feel that love, that we have for each other. So.
During the event, several dances, traditions, and values will be shown to better understand the history of the Pacific Islands.
There's a lot of people that have not been exposed to Polynesian culture, and so it's just, again, a super cool opportunity to bring that to people. I think most people's knowledge is the haka online or something, a haka, and that's part of the culture, but not all of the culture, so it's cool to kind of bring a whole bunch of different things to other people.
With a large population of Pacific Islanders located in Utah, the club stresses the importance of connecting back with their ancestors and learning from their history.
Our culture is very important to us. Any Polynesian you meet is very proud of where they come from. They're very proud of, their heritage. It's important for us to continue to, I don't know if the word is perpetuate, but to continue to remember those things that we're proud of. There's a lot of kids in our show that grew up in Utah, grew up in places where they weren't necessarily a part of the Polynesian culture fully, all the way in, but things like this give them an opportunity to learn more about it, and so it helps us to remember our heritage, our culture, where we come from.
The showcase will take place in the Student Center Theater, and all are welcome. Reporting for SUU TV News, I'm Bryson Olson.
sadly, our producer and best friend, John Smith, is not here today, so we want to dedicate this episode straight for him.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John.
It's been great.
We love
Enjoy
you so
Texas.
Much. Yes,
Great
enjoy
time.
Texas.
Thanks
We'll
for
miss
tuning
you.
in. That's all we have for you. I'm Bryson Olson.
I'm Lily Brenson.
I'm Gabe Small.
And I'm Christina Schweiss. Tune in next week for more.
Go Birds! Bye, John!
Bye, John.